While many health issues took a back seat during the pandemic, including significant matters of life and death that many Canadians are not aware of. But today, a group of politicians and advocates is sounding the alarm about changes to doctor-assisted suicide. They say it is a slippery slope and safeguards are already failing our most vulnerable. LCTV's Penny Daflos has been investigating this issue. Penny, BC families are speaking out after some heartbreaking personal experiences.
Yeah, and if he said there are two local examples where family members say the checks and balances failed. They're coming forward because lawmakers are looking to expand our assisted dying laws once again. And while most Canadians support the idea of medically assisted death, opening the door to those with mental illness but no terminal diagnosis, well, that may be another matter.
If faced with a fatal illness and serious pain, most Canadians support the idea of being able to choose to die rather than suffer. Some doctors consider that good medical care.
And work hard to ensure that every Canadian has the opportunity to avail of all of the end-of-life choices that suit them.
But now, medical assistance in dying, or MAID for short, no longer requires a terminal diagnosis. Lawmakers are now assessing current guidelines and whether mental suffering is enough, even whether people can pre-approve MAID while they're still able to make the choice.
How can our government keep allowing and expanding MAID with still so many cases of wrongful death?
Trish Nichols' brother-in-law refused treatment for depression and died at his request in Chilliwack in a case that raised questions about easy access.
Her behavior also shifted.
After a car accident, Donna Duncan had been waitlisted for specialized care for complex pain. Her medically assisted death in Abbotsford is now the subject of a rare police investigation.
It is imperative that these safeguards ensure vulnerable people are provided care as a first option, not death.
They're speaking publicly as legal and medical experts raise the alarm that it's already too easy to pressure the ill, elderly, and disabled.
Safeguards don't work, and that documents can be abused. I've seen documents abused in my practice in geriatrics.
The prospect of being warehoused in substandard long-term care homes. We already see how lack of resources and quality care leads persons who are not dying to request MAID.
Stories are also emerging from disabled Canadians like Denise.
The suffering that I endure is so severe that imagining that there is no end to it is so traumatizing.
Battling chronic illness and living in social housing with debilitating chemical sensitivities, she turned to MAID.
When people are backed into a corner, living in poverty, it doesn't feel like a choice anymore.
And so those with traumatic personal experiences are pleading with the federal government.
The existing MAID requirements for assessing a person's ability to apply for MAID need serious attention.
Okay, Penny, a lot of people won't be aware of the proposed expansion of medically assisted dying legislation. Is there a way that people can weigh in?
Not directly, Nafisa. However, you can let your MP know what you think. You can email them or otherwise get in touch. The implications that someone who could improve their quality of life if they had better care or more money, but has an easier time getting our healthcare system to end their life, is really starting to get a lot more attention. Nafisa?
All right. Thank you, Penny.